He did what he was told and got shot with rubber bullets anyway. On special assignment, News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart obtained video and interviews about a law enforcement case that's been kept under wraps for a year.
When an officer shoots an unarmed man, it's usually something people hear about.
We heard a loud boom.
But when News 13 got a tip that happened here at the Central New Mexico Correctional Facility in Los Lunas, no one wanted to talk about it.
Should he have been shot?
I don't think so.
A year after we started asking questions, we've obtained video and audio recordings from that use of force investigation. And what we've uncovered may surprise you. State police were called in to investigate after a corrections officer shot an unarmed inmate who was inside his cell. Video from June 2016 shows what happened that night. Corrections officers are checking cell doors after they say they'd had problems with inmates pulling pins out of door hinges, making them easier to open.
I asked them if they would please remind the pod that if they open the doors tonight, they will be shot.
That's the voice of the shooter, Bobby Mosteller, in an interview with state police. Mosteller was the control center officer that night.
In the control center, we have a less lethal shotgun where we carry beanbag rounds and rubber high-velocity pellets.
Minutes into the video, you see a corrections officer open one of the cell doors. Inmate Jesus Larea, who's serving time for armed robbery, puts on a shirt. Then, standing in the doorway of his own cell, Larea is shot with a cluster of high-velocity rubber bullets.
I felt a little bit of blood coming out of my neck.
Mosteller fired that shot, but you can't see him on camera since he's farthest from the inmates in the control center and outside the camera's view. Here's what he told investigators.
The inmate started cussing. He put his shirt on in an aggressive manner. I had officers mere feet away, and I took the shot because I felt that their lives could be in danger.
But that's where his story doesn't add up.
Did you yell out any commands prior to discharging your firearm?
Close the door.
Close.
Or you'll be shot.
Was it the officer that opened the door, though?
It was. You can see it on video.
What I saw, he was a threat.
And that's why you discharged
That's
the
why I
weapon.
discharged the weapon.
But witnesses say it was Mosteller making the threats, shouting that he'd shoot any inmate who left their cell, and that Larea yelled back.
And I said, well, I'm in 105, and you won't do it, just messing around.
When his door opened, Larea says the officer had the shotgun pointed at him.
And he said, come out here so I can shoot you. And I said, what? I said, no, I'm not coming out there. I said, go ahead and bust, but I'm not coming out there. That's dumb. Right. And he said, you guys got me on this, right? Bam! And then he shot.
The two officers closest to the exchange say Larea did taunt the officer.
The inmate tells him, bust, bust. Then at the second time he says bust, that's when the inmate gets shot.
But Mosteller's fellow officers on the floor went on to contradict his statement that
he put his shirt on in an aggressive manner.
We were right there. We had no problem when I advised him to put a shirt on. He said, yes, sir, put a shirt on. He was coming to the door.
He was compliant?
Yeah, he was very compliant.
the officer who opened the cell door agreed.
You didn't see a reason why he got shot?
None.
The shooter argued he had verbal permission from higher-ups to shoot in order to gain control of inmates, saying the prison's overcrowded and officers are overworked. But according to a state police report, an expert with the Department of Corrections stated the use of force in this incident was unjustified. State police forwarded the case file to the Valencia County District Attorney's Office for possible prosecution in August 2016. But in January, the DA's office asked state police for a second copy of the case file, saying they couldn't find the first one. To this day, no charges have been filed against the shooter. We called Mosteller. He never called us back. No one from corrections would go on camera, but the department sent a statement saying in part, we use minimum amount of force necessary to control an incident, such as prevention of escapes, injury to self or others. The DOC says Mosteller no longer works as a corrections officer, but won't say if he was fired. Larea is still finishing his sentence, but officers told state police he's not a troublemaker in prison.
He shot me for no reason.
On special assignment, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
We followed up with the Valencia County DA's office, who said they sent the case to the Gallup DA just this week due to a, quote, conflict of interest. You can read more and see more of the security video. Just head to alwaysonkrqe.com.